This is livingpianos.com, and I'm Robert Estrin with a question I've received countless times from people through the years, and I hear this question all the time, and I've wanted to make a video about this, and this is the opportunity to let you know how much should you practice the piano. Of course, parents always want to know that for their kids, and adults also want to know, am I practicing enough? And this is a great question, but it really isn't the right question, believe it or not. The right question, or the most important aspect, is not how much are you practicing, but how often do you practice? Why is this so important? Well, practicing on a daily basis is essential to really maximize your productivity and your progress at the piano for a number of reasons. First of all, the continuity, naturally. If you practice every day, you can reinforce what you've done the day before. On a daily basis, keep growing. Otherwise, skipping days, it's like taking one step forwards and two steps backwards, and it's very difficult, and it can become frustrating, and then it makes you not even want to practice because you forgot what you did and you feel like you're not getting anywhere, and maybe that's true. So it becomes self-defeating. Do it every day and you'll see your progress growing. Not only that, but your mind has only a certain amount of time where it can work in maximum mode. When your mind is fresh, it's so productive, you can get so much done. So you want to take advantage of that every day. Maybe even practice more than once in the course of a day. Maybe you have a little bit of time before you start working, and you can at least review what you did the day before, so it's kind of going through your head, and you're thinking when you have a break later on and you can practice some more, you know what to practice, and right from the moment you sit down later on, you're ready to go. So that is the most important thing. Now, setting the clock and saying, I'm going to practice an hour a day, or whatever amount of time, or 30 minutes a day, or 2 hours a day, it doesn't even matter. That also doesn't get it. Why? Because what is practicing? Sure, there's a certain amount of physiology. You want to develop the strength of the fingers, the wrists, develop technique. But that's not the most important aspect of piano practice. Practicing is a thought process. And if you're just doing it by the clock, and I've seen kids do this when their parents make them practice, and they're just sitting there thinking about anything other than the piano. They're thinking about what they're going to do later when they get a chance to chat with their friends or whatever it is. So you must maximize the productivity of your practice, and that takes a thought process that you can't force all the time. If you practice 30 minutes and you're really focused, you can accomplish far more than practicing hours where you're kind of daydreaming or just going through the motions or just reading through music, not really learning music, not really digesting a chunk at a time, and really having something to show for your work at the end of practice. So don't set your watch by your practice. Make sure you get to the piano every day, at least a little bit. On a busy day, at least refresh what you did the day before and try to learn something new, even if it's just one tiny phrase, something new that you could add to your arsenal of music repertoire. And on good days where you're fresh and you've got time, do as much as you can. And that way you will really grow tremendously, rather than trying to have a set arbitrary time limit that you are going to practice. I hope this is helpful for you, and for your teachers, this is a great recommendation to tell particularly parents of students, because a lot of parents don't know how hard it is to practice if you're doing it correctly. So give your kids a break. Just make sure they do something every day. That's the most important thing. Thanks again for joining me here at livingpianos.com, your online piano resource with lots of videos and even more premium content on my Patreon channel, which you can join. And those of you who have subscribed, thank you. I really appreciate it. Ring the bell and share this on your social media if you like it. Again, Robert Estrin here. We'll see you next time.